So everyone ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to inform that currently in Malaysia we are having raining, so it might affect our connection, internet connection. So really sorry on that. So I think we can proceed with our international forum today. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's start.
Can I have any words from our panel? Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, everything is good.
Okay, let's go. Um, okay, Assalamualaikum. Salam sejahtera. Salam satu Malaysia. Salam antarabangsa. Welcome to today's sharing session. I really hope that everyone is doing great with good heart, not in stressful mind, which we are student right now. So there's so many assignment and final exam that we need to facing off. So I really hope that everyone is in the pink of heart. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Aisha, will be your moderator for this sharing session. Just a short introduction about me. I'm currently in my last year for Bachelor in Food Technology in Management and Science University, which is located in the city of Shah Alam, Selangor. I'm originally Malay and Islam and still here in Malaysia, my lovely country, Tanah Tumpah Darahku. Okay, mirror, mirror on the wall, lend your ears. And here is all. Mirror, mirror, hear our forum about the cultural exchange and COVID-19 issues. Welcome to International Forum 2020. The purpose of this forum sessions, yes, it is as I sent the letter to our panel, it is the prerequisite for the task for our Islamic civilization and civilization Asia subject. But actually, the main purpose is to let us, among my Malaysian team, also among three of the panel for today, to have interaction between our extant culture, histories, also to exchange information regarding the current issue that being facing worldwide, which is the pandemic COVID-19. So I think without further ado, I know all of us really can't wait to get to know each other. So I think let's start with introducing our beloved panel and followed by my lovely teams. Um, I would like to introduce the first and the only girl, the only flower in our panel today, Miss Vini from Indonesia. Vini,
Okay. Hello.
hi Vini, hi.
Hi,
Okay.
Avini.
Vini is a friend. It's just random information about Vini. Vini is actually a friend of one of the international student in MSU Shah Alam, which is Radita Al-Haya. Vini is 19 years old and currently she is pursuing a degree in medical. She is from Javanese descent and a Muslim. Uh, so, hello Vini and selamat datang ke forum ini. Are you doing great today?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we're moving on to our next panel, which is Mr. Daniel from Pakistan, is 19 years old, who is a big fan of SRK, which is Shah Rohan. Daniel is a Pakistani citizen of Punjabi ethnicity. He now resides in Lahore, which is the largest city and the historical cultural center in the province of Punjab. As you can see in the poster showing here, that there is a logo of Turkey University. So this is a short story journey of Daniel. He is currently studying at European University of Lefke, Cyprus, majoring in computer engineering. But due to this pandemic COVID-19, he is now in Pakistan doing his online classes. So, Assalamualaikum, Gianno. How are you doing?
Walaikum assalam. Walaikum assalam. I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, the last panel, the slow eater, Mr. Abed. Are you here?
Yes, I am here. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hope you're all safe.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam,
warahmatullahi.
Abed.
Alaikum assalam.
Okay, let's hear a story about him. Abid is actually a short story about Abid is once upon a time a couple from Palestinian descent emigrated to Lebanon, which is her parents, and give birth to a man named Abid Rahman. He's now 20 years old and pursuing his third year study of bachelor in chemistry at the Lebanese University. So marhaba, ahlan wa sahlan, Abid. Are you doing good?
Hello, Fiki.
So I think before I forgot, I just want to announce that regarding the Zimbabwe panel, which is Miss Chang, she informed that due to the inconvenient causes, she can't be with us today due to a last minute arrangement by her lecturer regarding her task. So there will be only 3 panel for today's sharing sessions. My Malaysian team, to introduce Askai Zurin, who is now pursuing with the same bachelor as mine, which is food technology. She is origin Malay and Islam. So the next person will be Rabiatul Adawiyah, a Malay Islam also. Sai Lubnash, an Indian Hindu.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, same goes to Yugendra Kumar. Yugendra?
Hello.
Okay, and Asama Nurul Huda.
Hello.
Okay, these 4 of them is actually currently studying pharmaceutical technology. The next person is quite special in our cases. Shabira Shauka Ali, who is Pakistani but was born and raised in Malaysia. Also the same course like me, same major, studying in food technology. Another 3 with different courses but the same race, same religion. I would like to introduce Nur Ayuni Fakiha, currently pursue in Bachelor of Physical Education. Okay, we proceed to the only guy in our team that come from different faculty, which is Lokman. He is now pursue in Bachelor degree in Mechanical Engineering.
Yeah, hi everyone. Nice to meet you all.
The last person who is about to finish and begin her internship, Nabila Nadia Shazwani, that pursue in Bachelor in Psychology. Hi, Wani.
Hello.
The floor to Shamira and Sai to give an introduction to our respectful panel about Malaysia and also our beloved university, Management and Science University, or known as MSU. Please welcome Shamira and Sai.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to our panel of guests, moderator and fellow group mates. Thank you for joining us today, and my name is Shamira Syakat Ali and I'm here to give a little bit of introduction about Malaysia. So in 1957, Malaysia gained our independence from British, and at this time, Malaysia is known as Federation of Malaya. So here we have the map of Malaysia, and in 16 September 1963, Malaya were united with North Borneo and Sarawak, which is on the East Malaysia, and Singapore from the West Malaysia. But in 1965, Singapore is expelled from Malaysia, so this is our current map of Malaysia. So according to our National Registration Department, Malaysia has a total population of 32.69 million citizens, and 29.78 million of them are Malaysian, and the rest are non-Malaysian. And Malaysia is basically consisted of the predominantly defined by 3 major groups. And the left on the image here we have Chinese, middle is Malay, and right is Indian. So half of the population of Malaysia ethnicity is Malay, and the minorities are Chinese, Indians, indigenous people, and others such as Sikh, Pakistani, and also other ethnicity from East Malaysia. And moving on, the main religion in Malaysia is Islam, and it was actually introduced in 674th Common Era by the Arabs. And currently, our constitution grants the freedom of religion to the non-Muslim. So, moving on. So during the civilization of Malaya before, there are many relationships that are built along the way. So this resulted Malaysia in the current multiracial state. And yeah, it is believed that Chinese races were existing in Malaysia since before, because China's emperor have built a strong diplomatic relationship and have brought many cultural exchange. And this image is actually an example of one of the Chinese temple that we have in national capital of of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. And as for the Indian race, it is believed that they have been present in Malaysia since the 3rd BC, where the traders came to buy gold. And yeah, the image that I portray here is that one of is the largest Hindu temple in Malaysia, which is located in Selangor. And this actually was a World Heritage location before. And this temple also have a flight of stairs that have 272 stairs. Okay, so in conclusion, Malaysia is basically a multiracial and multi-ethnic country, and happened through the diffusion of many races and religions in Malaysia. And these have made us more bonded and united. So this is our Malaysia. So now I'll pass to Sai to introduce a little bit about MSU. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Shamira. So now I'll be talking about, I'll be giving a brief introduction about our university, which is the Management and Science University. So Management and Science University is a non-governmental based university, which is owned by Professor Tan Sri Dato' Wira Dr. Muhammad Shukri, AB Yajid, who is the president and also the founder of our university. His efforts and dedication has resulted MSU as an award-winning university, receiving accolades as the best entrepreneurial private university and the Tier 5 Excellent University Status Awards accorded by the Ministry of Higher Education, Malaysia. His strong belief in excellence has paved the way for MSU College, formerly known as PTPL, to be the first private institution to receive the National Accreditation Board, which is formerly known as LAN and now is MQA. MSU has many types of programs available, from science and technology to management, many kinds of infrastructures available. MSU is a very safe, welcoming environment that is peaceful and conducive to experience learning, with over 40 nationalities coming together to study at the university. We have the chance, which is the reason why we have the chance to meet new friends from all over the world. So this is our Malaysia and MSU. How about you? I shall pass this to the next panel.
Okay, I guess that's a brief introductions about our country, and also our beloved university, which is Management and Science University. So as finished the introductions, we are about to begin with our main agenda, which is the Q&A sessions. It's more likely to sharing session between the panel and my Malaysian team, to actually we exchange the culture, and we want to have a bit information about your country, and we are about to share what's on our side. Okay, I would like to start with our first team. With my first person from my team, which is Yugendra, to ask the questions to the panel. Are you ready, Yugendra?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay.
So much, Aisha. Okay, so I'm going to start my question by telling you guys a bit about my country, our country, Malaysia. So our country is a multicultural country, as Shamira has said. We have the Malay culture, we have the Indian culture, we have the Chinese culture. We also have many different minor cultures here in our country. So naturally, there is also many religions practiced here in Malaysia, because we have the freedom to practice our own religion. So even though we are from different cultures, we are from different religions, the racial barrier or the culture barrier is somewhat non-existent in this country when it comes to performing simple or good deeds or like helping someone in their times of need. So that's what I feel is really special about this country. Our people, even though we come from different cultures, we are different in our roots, we are still united as one in this country. So my question will be, how about in your country? What is the background of your culture, the religion, and the relationship between the people in your country? So as ladies first, so Avini, please.
Okay, so our country, our neighbors, I'm pretty sure you have heard a thing or two about Indonesia. So in Indonesia, it's similar. There is so many cultures. I'm pretty sure there are like 200 or more races. I mean like hundreds of races, but a lot are in the small island. About the religion. So our country, how do you say, like the official like religions that are in our, there is 5. That's Islam, Christian, the Buddhist, Hindu, and Konghucu. Yes, and so in our country there are we have holidays every Islam, like Idul Adha, Idul Fitri. We have holidays like and the Tahun Baru Islam. I don't know, but yeah, like that. And we also have all the holidays on the Christian, like Christmas and Easter, all of that. And we also have all the holidays on the Buddhist and the Hindu and also the Konghucu. But I am a Javanese and Islam, which is the majority in Indonesia. Yeah, I think for now that's
all right. Thank you, Avini. How about the Abed? How about you? How about in your country?
So in my country, there is, as you said, there is the culture is mainly divided into 2 religions, which is Islam and Christianity. But there are more than subgroups in these religions, like several like Shia and Muslim and the Sunni, and also for the Christianity there are a lot of sub-religions, if you'd like. But the people, like most of the people here, they don't care about the religion. We mainly focus on the morality of the people and the way you treat you. If you treat me good, I'll treat you good, no matter what your religion is. And yeah, so this is the mentality of most of the people here, especially under crisis, like in the Beirut explosion that happened a few months ago. Everyone went there, no matter your religion, no matter what group do you belong in. We just helped everyone, no matter, we didn't even ask what's your religion. We just focused on this humane thing, which is helping them, no matter what group they belong to.
All right, thank you, Abed. So that is the background of the Lebanon country. So moving on to my last panelist from Pakistan, Mr. Daniel, please.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum everyone. Yeah, so to be honest, like in the Pakistan, it's not like a multicultural country, because the people here are only the Pakistanis, and the culture is like the same as like the culture in India, because before the 1947 we were like the subcontinent, and both the countries were living together. So after the 1947 the 2 countries divided, and the culture is like just most of the people are the Pakistanis, and there are Christians as well, but they are very less in amount. So everyone they live very freely, and they have their rights of everything, and they're like because they have the same culture and they understand each other, we understand each other, so we help each other, and it's a very peaceful country. Sometimes like the media give a negative image of something, like it's something like the corruption and these kind of things, but this is not the well as the media shows the things, and everything is alhamdulillah very nice and good, and everyone is like very nice with each other in Pakistan.
Right. Okay. Thank you. That's very good to hear. So, in conclusion, I believe that all of us are with peace at each other, even though we are very different, right? Yeah, I'm very extremely grateful that we can understand each other. We do not see this. We do not have this religion barrier or such thing as that. So, yeah. We can move on to the next question. I will pass the floor back to Aisha. Thank you very much for answering my questions.
Okay, hi, I'm back. Okay, basically based on what Yukendra have asked the three panelists, we can actually saying that Malaysia and also the country from our panelists is not having a discriminations about the races. So it's quite nice to hear it, because maybe because we are in the Asian country, that's the respect between each other is the most thing that we are really care for. So I think I will pass the floor to the next question from my team, which is Asama. Asama, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Before I ask something interesting things about your country, I would like to tell you guys some interesting facts about Malaysia. Malaysia is made out of two main land masses, which are the Peninsular Malaysia and Malaysian Borneo. They are separated by the South China Sea. The Petronas Tower in Kuala Lumpur were the world's tallest buildings until 2004, standing at 451.9 meters high with 88 stories. The structure remains as the world's tallest twin buildings. So moving on with the Q&A session, what are the most interesting things about your country? Vini?
Okay, I'm pretty sure my favorite thing is the culture. Like as I said before, there are like hundreds of race in Indonesia, and like my favorite one, I think it's everybody's favorite, is Balinese. Bali. I think everybody knows Bali. It was like very beautiful. The river is so journey, so clean, and the view was wonderful. The beaches are amazing, and especially about the culture and the temple. Like they have rituals such as the do you know the tari kecak? Yeah, that's one thing where and the religious like when they pray at the temple and with the wangian, and yeah, I think that's my favorite part
about Indonesia. Yeah. Okay, that's a very good answer. So can I hear from Pakistan? Mr. Daniel.
Yeah. The beautiful thing that I saw that it's the northern side of the Pakistan with the mountains and the sea, and as well as the historic monuments in the Pakistan. These are the really interesting things in Pakistan. So I think they are the best things that I saw. The best northern areas and the historic monuments, like the historic monuments like Bashahi Mosque in Lahore, Minare Pakistan, and if you go on the side of the Kashmir, there is a beautiful mountains, and like in the winter there's a snow, and it's like really beautiful to see there.
Oh, I really wanted to go to Kashmir. I have heard a lot of good things about it. So yeah.
Yes. It's
thank you.
also in the two parts. The half part is in the India and half in the Pakistan.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. So thank you again, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you.
So
welcome.
Can I continue with Mr. Abed from Lebanon? Can you tell us what is interesting things in Lebanon?
The most interesting thing about Lebanon is its nature and the views. They are so relaxing, and if you're having like a hard time or stressed or anxiety or anything, just going out there and the smell of the fresh air and that view, the look of that view is just so relaxing, and it's just so beautiful, and it makes good pictures, and it's just the views are like, they are my favorite thing, the nature. Like you can go on hikes and it's just so good for the soul.
Oh yeah, that must be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. So as I can conclude, every country from our panelists have a lot of interesting things, and I wish I could go there. So yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome anytime.
You're welcome.
I will pass the floor back to my moderator Aisha. Thank you.
All right, thank you. The three of the panel from different countries has explained to us about their interesting thing about their country. So I think maybe we can actually search for more information about the interesting place have you mentioned just now. So for now, I think I will continue to Sai Luknash to ask the next question.
What is the relationship status between Malaysia and your country, Indonesia?
Since our countries are neighbors, I think there are so many relationships. I think we have the same the same ancestor. I mean, we have the almost same skin color and height, something like that. So that's for one. And the next thing is, I think like we're in the ASEAN, so there are a lot of bilateral relationships, like economically.
Okay.
The thing I like most is about the visa. Like when I go there, we don't need any visa, so I can just buy a ticket and go there, which is very cheap using AirAsia. Love it. Okay.
Thank you, Vinny. Next, I'll be talking. I would like to talk to Abed, who is from Lebanon. Hello, Abed.
Hello, how are you? So the most thing I like is the islands. I've seen pictures and they're just so beautiful. I like, it's my dream to go to one of them someday.
All right, so you said there's a neutral connection between Malaysia and. So
yes, there is. But like my country, there has like we don't have any direct relationships between Malaysia that I know of, but because Malaysia is technically far away from us, like like any country cares to have any economical and diplomatic relationships between like the neighboring countries. Malaysia is far away from us, so I don't think there is any direct relationships, but I hope there will be someday because the people there are just so amazing, and yeah.
all right, so as what I know, the connection between Lebanon and Malaysia, we have economic relations where we export with each other, like gas pumps and wood
Yes.
products, palm oil, and all those kind of stuff
Cool.
for ports. And is it true that there was also a peacekeeping contribution where Malaysia has sent about 877 peacekeepers to your country?
I've heard of that actually due to the explosion, I think. They sent us some aids, and yeah, that was nice. There are a lot of countries that sent us aid due to the Beirut explosion that happened a few months ago.
All right. Next up, I would like to talk to our another panel who is from Pakistan. Hi, Daniel.
Yeah, hi, Assalamu alaikum.
What do you think is, how do you think, what is the relationship status between Malaysia and Pakistan?
To be honest, I don't have much knowledge about this data because we are not the neighboring countries and we don't have the direct relation.
Yeah, I understand.
So, but I know that our government is like the goal of our government is to keep a good relation with all the Islamic countries. So I think it must be it will be good relation, I think, but I don't have like the knowledge of it. That
Yeah,
how,
so it's
but
similar like Lebanon. I think we are in relation due to for economic relations, which is also the import and export.
yes,
And it's also known that Malaysian is the third biggest investor in Pakistan, which is said by the statistic of the State of Bank of Pakistan. And I think both our countries have been getting along well with a lot of military activities such as like Melpak naval exercises and JSDC, which is the Joint Committee on Defense Cooperation, for like what you said is to protect our Islamic country.
I know that we have a relation of import and export, because sometimes when I go to the market, we go market and we see this thing, it's made in Malaysia. We saw many things like this. So in the clothing and the things the amazing things that we don't have like in Pakistan, the kind of different like things that in your country, which are in your country, you made, and these are very like important for us here and very different for us. So there is a kind of import-export relation here. Very good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, the three of you. And as a conclusion, I would say that diplomacy is plays an important role in preventing war and violence. And most importantly, it strengthens the relationship between two or more nations.
So based on the answer given, we can actually conclude by saying also that diplomacy is a very crucial thing when it comes to as import and export from each country to another country. So as for Indonesia and Pakistan, we can see a lot of their ethnicity in Malaysia, but maybe from Lebanon, it's very rare to have you guys here. So maybe Abed, you can pursue your internship here in Malaysia, as you said. Okay.
Yes, we actually talked about this, and yes, I don't mind. Inshallah, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, I will pass the floor back to the next team, which is Shazwani. Shazwani, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, I will press it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and greetings to fellow friends and also our panelists. So my question to Miss Avini, Mr. Daniel Ahmad and also Mr. Abed, what is the first thing that popped out of your mind when you first heard of Malaysia? And how well do you know Malaysia and its citizens, all the people in the Malaysia? So maybe we can have Miss Avini to answer first.
The first thing that came into my mind about Malaysia is the Twin Tower that has been described before. And yeah, I've been there. I actually went there this year on January before COVID. Yeah, and I also went to Penang. The food was awesome. I love it. So yeah, I think I know a thing or two about Malaysia, and about the citizens. I think Indonesian and Malaysians have frenemies. Like we have the love-hate relationship. I think there are a lot of quarrels between our country, and yeah, but I think you guys are nice enough, and when we went there, the people are nice. So yay.
Thank you. Okay. Can we have Mr. Daniel Ahmad?
Yeah. The first thing when I heard of Malaysia, like the thing pop in my mind is the education, because if you come in Pakistan and if you see, there are many consultancy companies which are offering like the scholarship for the Malaysia, and there are too many students in the Pakistan that go to Malaysia for in scholarship for the studies, for engineering and for the medical as well. So I don't know, as I said that before, that I don't have like much knowledge about the Malaysian, this kind of thing, but I know that many of the Pakistani students go Malaysia for the study. So there are too many and it's a good sign that your country is giving the scholarship, and it's very good for us to go there and explore the things, explore the people, explore the cities, and explore the food, and explore like an international standard that how the people live with each other. So it's a good thing.
Okay, thank you. And then lastly, we have Mr. Abed.
Yes, so as I said before, the first thing that pops in my mind in Malaysia is their beautiful islands and the water, and it's just they're just so beautiful and so relaxing to go there. I'd like also to explore the food there, as Aisha told me, like they're all mainly spicy food and rice, and I love this cuisine, and I would love to go there and probably have like a day dinner, then go to the island, have a swim. It will be a perfect day.
Okay, thank you. So what I can conclude it here is, it's as a Malaysian, I am very honored, I'm very proud to actually listen to the positive first impressions of the foreign guests right here. So I hope that we can actually improve the relationship between us and live in peace. So thank you everyone for the answers.
You're welcome.
So I'll shall pass the floor to the moderator, Aisha. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Wani. So this session, which is the next question will be quite interesting because we're gonna talk about food, because I think food is really general. So the floor to ask Kaisuri.
So we cannot talk about country if we don't talk about food, right? So first of all, I will talk about a bit about Malaysian food. So it's actually Malaysian has too many foods actually. So I had to choose like several only to talk here. So it's kind of I want to talk more about food because it's my passion. So the first food that I want to introduce to you guys is maybe Avini, sorry, no nasi kandar today. We need to talk about the first one, nasi lemak. Yeah. So Avini, have you tried nasi lemak when you came here?
I don't know. I forgot. I think so.
Oh, seriously? Oh, okay. So maybe if I remind you a bit. So nasi lemak is rice. You can see in the middle. So the rice is actually cooked with coconut milk. So it tastes like thick, like creamy, the rice. And then we have the yum. And then we have the sambal, the spicy chili paste, the sambal, the red one. And then we have the fried anchovies. And then we have the cucumber. Wow, you can try. Come here, come to Malaysia after the COVID, and we will bring you to eat nasi lemak. And then we, so the sides. The basic one is actually either fried egg or boiled egg. As you can see, the boiled egg. But other things can be added to, like the fried chicken, or you can eat it with rendang, or you can eat it with spicy squid, something like that. There's a many kind of thing you can put in nasi lemak. So the next one, so nasi lemak is actually a Malay dish, a Malay food. So next one is an Indian food. So this we call as thosai. So this is actually, again, although you cannot see the rice, it actually has rice in it. It's a rice pancake. It's actually originated from South Indian, but here in Malaysia we actually like it very much. It's made of fermented batter. So you take rice and you take lentils, beans, such as dal, and then you blend it, and then you fermented it for a few hours, and then you cook it like you cook a pancake. And then you serve it with either curry or dal gravy, something like that. And then this actually, you can eat it like breakfast or in the evening, like that. So this is Indian culture food in Malaysia, which is popular in Malaysia. And then next, we go to Chinese food. So this is yisang. Yisang, this is actually a very, you can only get this during the Chinese New Year only. At that time only you can get this. It's a symbol of luck in the Chinese culture. So yeah, this is actually a mix of vegetables. You cut the vegetables small, and then you put it on a plate prettily like that, and then when you want to eat it, you mix it all together and say lo hei. While moving outwards, lo hei is like you call for fortune and for the next year. This is a Chinese like belief that. So okay, this is the three food that from Malaysia, which represent Malay, Indian, and Chinese culture. Next, I want to let's go to the next country. Let's first go to Lebanon. So Abid, there's a few food that you give to us. So there's a picture of it. Shamira, next. So this one, enough roll a bit. So, can you tell us a bit about it? It looks interesting, and what the leaf that you use there?
So basically, it is inside this roll is rice and meat, and you just prepare rice and meat, and then you bring these leaves, which I don't know exactly. Like they are the leaves that grow on grape trees, like the grapes.
Oh,
They are the leaves of the grape.
so it's a grape leaves, a grape leaf.
Yes, it is a grape leaves.
Oh, okay.
Anab means grape in Arabic.
Oh, it's mean grape. Oh, so
Yes.
like grape rolls.
Yes. So yeah, exactly. It's called anab rolls. You bring these grape rolls and you put a little bit of rice in it and you just roll them and put them on the oven and you just eat them. They are
Oh,
so
we bake them.
yes.
Oh, okay, interesting. So we eat together with the leaf. Is that true?
Yes, true. You eat it just like that. You put it in your
Oh.
mouth.
And then how about the lemon? Do you like squeeze the lemon before you eat
You
it,
can
or
squeeze the lemon. You can squeeze the lemon, of course. You can put salt on it. You can put it with yogurt. Yeah, there are so many ways to eat it. You can eat it also with zucchinis on the side.
Oh,
Like we have an official cuisine, which is zucchinis and anab rolls. It can be
Okay.
like an appetizer, but it can
Oh,
also
it's-
be an entire lunch.
I think this actually like if you go to picnic and it's very like
Yes.
convenient that you can bring it like that. Yes, Aisha, why?
Am I okay? No, I just asking. Is there any protein sources to be eat with? Is it only rice? To be eat with?
No, only meat. Meat only.
Oh,
Oh.
only meat chicken.
Meat, not chicken,
Oh.
not chicken.
Oh, okay. Meat.
Please
Okay.
order.
Interesting. Next, Samira.
Yes.
So the next one is like is a bit like a pancake, is it? Or
It is like a pizza.
like a pizza.
Instead of like what you put on the pizza, like the ketchup,
Tomato sauce?
the tomato sauce, all of that you put on the pizza. You put cheese. You put za'atar. This is za'atar manakish. You can also put meat. You can put chicken. You can put like whatever you like, onions and chili. This is my favorite type of manakish. This is the za'atar. It's very delicious.
It's interesting.
Very,
Oh, so this one is what is the topping?
this is za'atar.
Za'atar?
Yes, za'atar. It's like it's a type of it's a type of plant that they use and they like get out of the seeds. This is the seeds of it.
Ooh, I never heard
Yes,
of the
it's very
plant. So,
delicious.
is it in only
Yes.
in Lebanon, the plant?
It's actually in most Arab countries. Like in many Arab countries, there are Lebanese restaurants, and they offer manakish.
In Malaysia, there's not that much of Lebanese restaurants. So I when I see your food, I like macam, oh, is it delicious? Next, Samira.
But
So this
okay,
is like a salad, right?
This is a salad. It's basically just a salad, and there's in it you can find the bread,
And then what else do you put? What is the vegetables?
lettuce. You can put tomatoes, a cucumber. You can put anything you'd like.
So you
Yes,
can like adjust to your liking, is it?
yeah, adjust it to your liking. Some people don't like tomatoes, so you cannot put tomatoes in it.
Have any like dressing or something like sometimes when we make salad we put mayonnaise or something. So is this
You can, you
do you put
can,
anything?
you can, but
Oh.
mainly we just put vinegar, lemon, and olive oil, and it tastes it tastes so good, Avini.
We need to asking how this tastes.
It tastes like so many flavors come into one in your mouth, you know?
Wow.
You can feel many flavors in your mouth in only one bite. You can feel the oil, you can feel the lemon, the cucumber, the tomatoes, all in one bite.
So I believe this is a very healthy
It is a very
food, right?
healthy.
It's like a regular thing that you eat
Yes,
like every
it is a
day.
regular thing. Yeah, yeah, probably like every 2 days. With every side, with every food, with rice, we eat it. We put it with rice. Like we have a plate of rice. You put salad on it, fattoush on it. You can eat it with anything. You can even have like just make a salad and eat it if you're like hungry at night and you just want a snack.
Ooh. Yeah, it's healthy. So I think
So you have to come to Lubnan.
yeah,
Well, everybody is
that's right.
welcome here.
That's right, Aisha. So how about we listen to Indonesia next? Avini? Shamira, can you next? Thank you, Abid.
Welcome.
So Avini, can you introduce about the gudeng? Is it correct? Gudeng?
Gudeg.
Gudeng?
Gudeg.
Gudeng.
Gudeg.
So I
No
can
N.
see like
So it's gudeg.
gudeg. Gudeg.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Okay. So I can see like eggs and chicken and can you tell us a bit about this?
So actually so Indonesia is very vast, right? So this is from Yogyakarta. It's where I am now actually. I go to school at Yogyakarta. Actually the gudeg is not the chicken and the eggs and these. This is like the extras. The gudeg is nangka, jackfruit, and it is boiled. It is boiled all night long, so it become very very like lembek, very soft, and then I think they give a sugar or something because it is very very sweet actually. I bet it is very 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 sweet. Like a lot of people actually don't like this because it is too sweet. Sometimes people say. So actually in Yogyakarta, like all the foods are like way too sweet. Like even when you order some tea, it will be too sweet for you. Like it will in everything in this country they put lots of sugar, so a lot of diabetes in this region. So yeah, so actually the gudeg is very very sweet. And so to neutralize the sweetness, we use krecek. So krecek is the chili, I don't know, chili thing that will neutralize the gudeg. I don't think there is a krecek here.
Is it like a chili paste or something?
The krecek is kulit sapi. Terus direbus jadi lembek banget gitu. And it is very and it is spicy. So this is the gudeg.
So is it eaten with rice?
Oh, with rice, yes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the rice will also neutralize the sweetness.
So the main is actually the jackfruit, not the chicken.
Nah, yeah, well, I mean the main is the chicken, but when you say gudeg, it's not the chicken. So when you come to a gudeg shop, if you say I want gudeg, you will only get the jackfruit. You have to say gudeg with chicken, with eggs, with tempe, and yeah, something like that.
Oh, auntie, I want gudeg with chicken and rice.
Yes,
only
like
then
that.
they will come like that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So if you only order like gudeg, so it's only come with jackfruit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So you have to be
color,
like nasi gudeg krecek ayam and blah 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 blah. Like
oh,
that.
so long.
Yeah.
In Malaysia, we have like we use also jackfruit with rice, but it's with coconut milk, masak lemak, nangka, something like that, with coconut milk. So I think it's very interesting. I think we can try this in Malaysia too. Like you're cooking this type of thing because we only use jackfruit with that kind of thing.
I think
So
it's not
next,
easy to cook. I don't think it's easy because to cook it took like all night long. So actually the story behind this it was like
okay,
in a war
okay.
the person was cooking jackfruit and then they go to war and forgot that he was cooking the jackfruit. So it become like gudeg.
Oh, wait for too long and then it become like mushy like that.
Yeah, so gudeg is it is. Oh yeah, and by the way, I really think that the only tasty gudeg is in Jogja. So don't order gudeg in Jakarta or in other places because it will not be as good as the one originally from Jogja.
Because like in Malaysia, the Indonesian food that is popular like pecel lele, like ayam
Rendang.
penyet, rendang, and so on. I never heard of gudeg before this actually.
Yeah, because it's very hard to cook this. Like even Indonesians, not all can cook this. Only Jogja people, I think, can make this.
I see. So it's a locally specialized food, right?
Yes. Yeah, because when you ask about Indonesian food, I cannot think of one. Every food is from regions. There are no one food from like from
The whole country
Indonesia.
that represent the
Yeah.
whole country, right?
Yeah,
I
I don't
understand.
think there is.
Pampet, pampet. Is it
Pempek.
correct?
Pempek.
Pempek.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Pempek.
can you introduce it?
So actually, this is from Palembang. Palembang is from Sumatra, like southern Sumatra. This is from fish, ikan tenggiri, and ikan with tepung, flour and fish, and then it is deep fried. So this is like crispy on the outside and like soft in the inside. I love it. I love it very much. And so like there are various sizes. Like for example, this is the small one. The picture you take, this is the small one. When I am hungry, I buy the huge one. Kapal selam. This one is kapal selam because it has eggs inside, and this is lenjer. And they all have name. And I think this is adaan or something. Yeah, they all have name. I'm not sure. And
so when do you eat this?
Oh yeah. So when I just want this for a snack, like usually I was told that Palembang people usually use this for snacks. Like they eat this at like 9 a.m. and yeah, you know the thing when you are hungry but not that hungry. Yeah. But for me, it is mengenyangkan. It makes me very full, so I cannot eat this for snack. For me, it is for one full course, but it's like depending on the people. And the sauce right here is very spicy, very 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 spicy. So
oh seriously?
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay.
So I think Abed is asking question.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What is it?
What is his question? Is it a meal? Abed asked.
I've answered. It's depending like how much you eat that, but I was told that Palembang people eat it for snacks, but I eat it for meals. Like for a full course meal, like for lunch or for dinner.
For someone that don't eat too much, I think it can be considered as a meal, right?
Yeah.
So the next one is rendang. I believe that here in Malaysia we also have rendang, and you in Indonesia also have rendang. So how do you make rendang in Indonesia? Because basically we have different like some minor different like recipe or technique of cooking. How Indonesian do it?
Yeah, I'm not sure because I have not been to. This is from Padang. Padang is also in Sumatra, and I have not been to Padang, so I'm not sure like how to make it. But what I know is use santan, the coconut milk also,
Yeah.
and it is spicy. Is it also spicy in Malaysia?
In Malaysia, it's a bit like sweet, more sweet and
Yeah,
spicy.
yeah. I think there's also sweet and spicy. But usually,
So,
like Sumatran food are spicy. This is also from Sumatra, like the
So-
tempe.
So in Sumatra, things are spicy, and then in the first one, the Gudeg one is from that one is
Jogja.
sweet. Jogja
Yeah,
is sweet. So for Abid and Daniel, if you want to come to Indonesia, so if you like spicy things, then you go to Sumatra, and if you like sweet things, you go to Jogja.
Jogja. Yeah.
Jogja. Next, can we go to Pakistan then, Daniel?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
this is
first
the
one for Pakistan, biryani. So here in Malaysia, we I think not as Avini said she like biryani. So here in Malaysia, we also have biryani, but it's I think it's different from the biryani in Pakistan. So can you tell us a bit about biryani, Pakistan biryanis?
Yeah, it's like the rice and the chicken, and the masala you put. It depends that you want a normal and the spicy one. So it's like I think so. It will be the same. I don't know how can you cook, but in Pakistan you just made like the curry of the chicken, and then put and make the boiled rice, and then put the layers of the curry on the rice, and then mix it. So
So
with
I
that,
see
the yogurt and the salad.
I see a few videos that you cook the rice and the meat or the chicken together, right? In the same pot,
Yes,
right?
yes. We no. For the biryani, it's a different. For the meat, it's different. For the chicken, it's different. If you want a meat biryani, you have to cook the meat separately, and if you want the chicken biryani, you have to cook the chicken separately. Yeah, it's like the national food of Pakistan. Biryani is it's really it's national food. Yeah.
So do you have like a gravy or something that comes with the biryani?
No, it's a kind of like in the Pakistan you have a different, you can say masala, and there's a biryani masala in Pakistan, a specific one to make the biryani, and it's on you that you put the lemon on it or something like some sauce on it. So it's upon you that what the taste you like, so you can make according to that.
Okay, so how about we go to the next food? Yeah, korma.
Yeah.
When I Google this, there are some like the red one and some like this color. So which one is the real korma
No,
actually?
this is the real korma. This is the real
This
korma.
is the real korma.
And yeah, it's the same. Like you first make the korma and then boil the rice and then mix it up. It makes biryani. This you can see that it's too much curry in this one. The amount of curry is very less in the biryani.
So Avini is asking what is the difference between curry and korma? So what is the difference?
Like
between
you
curry
put
and-
a lot of water you put a lot of water in the korma, but it's in the curry you don't put a lot of water.
Can you see at the picture? There is like a bread or something beside the korma.
And this is the naan. This is the naan. Yeah.
Oh, there's a naan. Oh, Avini said she like naan. So how about we proceed to the next one? So
Yeah.
fire.
It's pie.
How do you
It's pie.
pie? Oh,
And
pie.
it's weird in listening that it's the foot. You know, the leg of goat. This is the leg of goat. You
Oh, the
make
leg
it.
of you use the leg of goat to make this pie.
Yeah.
Pie.
This is the leg of goat. Yeah.
Oh,
And
so
it's really
the color is a bit like curry.
Yeah, it's same. Yeah, in Pakistan, the most of the foods, like you make different food, but you use the same recipe and a kind of the same.
Oh.
They look like same, but they have different taste.
Is it spicy?
Yeah, it's on you that you want. If you want spicy, you can put the more masala. If you want it normal, it's on your taste. But it's some spicy.
Oh.
It's a little bit spicy. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
With the naan as well.
Oh, we eat with the naan.
With
Do
naan.
you guys not eat rice?
No, this is with not this. You don't eat with this rice. You can eat korma with rice, with the boiled
Oh,
rice. Yeah,
kurma with boiled rice, but
with boiled rice.
pie with naan.
With naan or roti.
I see. So, Shamira, are you here? Pakistani, as a Pakistani descendant.
Yes.
Have you tried any of this food? Like, have your family made any of this food?
Pie, I haven't tried yet, but korma and biryani, it's a common thing that my mother cook.
Common thing, yeah.
Mm.
Common.
I mean, like korma,
Daily base.
normally our family,
Daily base.
when there's like any function, family function or anything, my mother will always cook korma and biryani.
So, Daniel, is pie like a specialty food? Like you cook it during a special day, something?
Yeah, when it's like Eid al-Azha, then we sacrifice the goats and then we make it, especially on that occasion. It's in the normal days as well, but it's kind of like difficult to make and it's a time taking. So, and we have the different dishes like we can make for the dinner and the lunch. So we can't make it regularly, like on the some days, like mainly
because
on Eid al-Adha. Yeah.
Cooking like lamb leg takes like how many 3 hours, 4 hours to make the meat soft.
Yeah, it take too much time. It take too much time. Yeah. Yes.
Understand. So I think that's all for the food. I really want to try all your country's food, and so my dream is to travel around the world actually. So, but because of this pandemic, right? Because of the pandemic, so I really hope that this will end soon, and then we can go on and travel. Avini, you can travel here again, and I can go to Pakistan or Lebanon and taste your guys' food. So
Yes, most welcome.
yeah, you want to Aisha, you want to go with me to travel?
Yes,
Aisha?
of course.
Why Aisha only?
Yeah.
Why left me?
Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. Okay.
In conclusion, why we talk about food, because food actually makes us united. I hope by using food we can unite it more between countries. I give back to you, Aisha. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, finally it's come back to me again. Okay. So I guess I would like to agree with the statement given by Askazin that food is united us. I will just proceed to Ayuni. So Ayuni, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Okay.
Hi, Abed.
You can take the floor. Thank you.
Hello.
All right. So for my questions, we would like to talk about festival. Like as Malaysian, we have so many festivals that we celebrate in Malaysia. As you know, we have Eid Mubarak, Chinese New Year, Deepavali festivals, Keamatan Harvest Festival, and Gawai Daya. As we are multiracial, so like last week we had celebrate Deepavali festivals, which majority celebrated by Hindu, but now it's being a national festival as non-Hindu community also celebrate it. People who celebrate Deepavali Day, they do renovate their house, cleaning their house, visiting their family, go to the temple and for praying. And what the most interesting thing that we can do in Deepavali Day, they do like create a pattern on the floor using a powder or a sand, which a colorful powder and a sand. Yeah. So how about you guys? what are festival that you guys celebrate in your country? Can I ask for Vini first?
Me? Okay. I think it's similar. Like as I said before, in Indonesia, we recognize 5 religions. So we celebrate all of the religious festivals. Idul Fitri, Idul Adha, always been the biggest. Like everybody pulang kampung. How do you say pulang kampung in English?
Like
Go to their
hometown.
origins. Okay, and Christmas and Easter, Vaisak and Nyepi. Nyepi is for the Hindu, and we also celebrate the international festivals such as New Year. But in New Year, usually not a lot of people do the fireworks because I think in Islam we cannot like it is we cannot do fireworks, I think, and also it disrupts the neighbors. So yeah, that's for one. And also we celebrate the national festivals like Independence Day. Ours in on August 17th, yeah. And also the Hari Pancasila. Hari Pancasila is the principle, like there are 5 things that we 5 principles. Yeah, we also have a day of the heroes, Hari Pahlawan. It's on November 11th. I think that's all.
Something to announce actually. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So basically Daniel will not be continue for the next session because he has something to be done. So maybe we can just proceed with others 2 panel, Abed and Avini. Okay, so just now we start at the questions by Ayuni, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you.
We do festivals. Before COVID, they used to do this spring festivals, like in every hometown. It was like a very small gathering, local talents, and they just sing and dance and the street food, and it is a beautiful thing. In every hometown, it happens, which is every spring, like at the end of winter. We have 4 seasons here. There's also like these big festivals that happen on Independence Day, which was a few days ago on the 23rd of November. But due to COVID and the lockdown, we didn't do anything. And they usually you also do music festivals, like big singers and orchestra and opera singers gather, and there's this big festivals. And yeah, we really care about the culture, the music, the gatherings, and the people. All of this, of course, before COVID.
Thank you, Abed, for your answer. So here we know that there are so many festivals that we celebrate among countries. They are cultural and religious. So I move to moderator.
Okay, hi guys. Are you guys okay?
Hi.
Still okay? Still okay?
Hey.
Okay, we are about having another 3 remaining questions, which is this 3 question is related to the worldwide current issue, which is the pandemic COVID-19. So I would like to pass the floor to Mr. Lokman to start with his question. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Aisha, for moderator our forum today. So just now we talked about our country. We have talked about the food, the interesting part of our forum today. And I think maybe we can move to the, I think like quite serious question. It's a current issue, like the COVID-19 pandemic, as Aisha said. It is, I think, maybe the most crucial current issue in the world. Maybe most of countries are having the pandemic COVID-19. Okay, so the question that I want to ask to the panelists, which is, can you share the update of the positive COVID-19 cases in your country? And the second question is how your government and also maybe you as a student cope with the pandemic COVID-19 in nowadays. Okay, maybe I want to ask Avini first. But before that, Avini, kabare?
Baik.
Wes mangan?
Waras.
Wes mangan, Avini?
Wes.
Wes, okay, bagus. Okay, so proceed to the answer. Okay.
So actually, I think in Indonesia it was obviously not that great, but I think it's acceptable. I mean, we didn't blow up like Italy or USA. Like we are doing just fine. So until now, I think we have like 500. I was opening the data like, and now we are having quarantine. So until this year, the Minister of Education has banned school and university for going in. Yeah, so we all have online classes. Yeah, I mean, like I'm a medical student and we cannot do laboratory, and that's very disappointing. Like I don't understand anything, and I didn't do much of the skills that I cannot do most of the skills that I should have been able to. And yeah, and like that. And but I think there are some sectors that is okay to open, like the government saying okay to open for some of essential sectors, for example, like the health sector and the food and supermarket, all are still open. So yeah.
Thank you, Avini. Maybe you can share how you as a medical student, how you cope with the what we call it study experience, means like your learning experience, because you cannot go to your university. You just study through the online learning, right? So maybe maybe you can share how you cope with the situation right now.
Okay. So actually, thankfully, my family, a lot of doctors, like my mom is a doctor, my brother, my sister, my brother's wife, like all of our doctors. So if I got something that I wanted to ask, I asked them. Like when I was actually learning to sew the skin, menjahit. Yeah, my sister told me how to do it at home. So I am doing just fine, but we are having a lot of homeworks. Like actually, usually in our university there are no homeworks. Like usually, only just like very little homework. I cannot. It's not difficult at all. But we do have difficult exams, so we have to study for the exam. But homework is not that much usually. But in the pandemic, we have to study for the exam and we have homework. So yeah, it's like double the thing that we should do. It is very membebani. Yeah. So like a lot of weight on my shoulder, but and plus I don't understand like most of the things that I am studying. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do when I am a doctor on the future. But
I think it's okay, just because you have parents or like your family member that also a doctor. Maybe you can ask them.
Yeah,
if there
yeah,
any,
thankfully. Yeah, alhamdulillah ya gitu. But okay, I'm really hoping to be able to go to school very soon.
Yeah, everyone is missing the learning experience at university, meet their friend, and right. Yeah.
Yeah, that also.
Okay, thank you, Avini, for the answer. Maybe we can move to the second panelist, which is Abed, right?
Yes. So basically, the first COVID case was back in March 2020. We had the first
Yeah.
COVID case.
Yes.
And after that, we started taking precautions. There wasn't any government issues, any lockdowns, any restrictions. It was just like wear a mask, hygiene, and that stuff. Then when the case started increasing, like 100 case per day, the government decided to go on a 2 weeks lockdown, and yeah, we went on a 2 weeks lockdown, which was similar to the one we are going through now. We are going through a second lockdown because of another wave of coronavirus in Lebanon. We actually have been dealing, before the lockdown, we had 2,000 cases per day, almost 2,000 cases per day. Now they have decreased to 1,000. Uh, in general, 1.5 thousand case per day. But and yeah, like the food sector's only delivery and takeaways. The supermarkets have only limited hours. The lockdown starts from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. Like you can't. There is like it's a curfew. You can't go out from 5. You have to be home before 5 p.m. And yeah, like most of our work is online. The schools are closed. Schools actually here have been going through a double system, which is like you go to school for a week, then you go online the second week, and so on. And this is how we're dealing with the lockdown. Will end this Mondays, and the life will get a little bit back to normal. So we'll see what will happen back then.
Yeah. All right. Yes, thank you, Abed, for the update from your country. Okay, maybe I can just share a bit about the updated cases in Malaysia. Since start the chronology, COVID-19 cases in Malaysia start with in March 2020, and after that, our Ministry of Health in Malaysia, we and also the frontliner, they can keep the COVID-19 cases decrease. But unfortunately, in Malaysia, we having the second wave of the COVID-19 cases also. And then maybe I can just share the update cases. Maybe like yesterday, the cases for yesterday, it's about 985 cases. And for the total cumulative cases in Malaysia, the positive cases is 60,752 cases. It is the cumulative total of cases of COVID-19 in Malaysia. Okay, I think maybe during this pandemic, the online classes, the online shopping is quite reliable, and then we are depending on the application and also the website. So I think that's all from my side from the question. Maybe I can pass to the moderator.
I think the sharing about the COVID-19 cases is quite uh, worry because worldwide this is worldwide issue that be facing all over the world. So to move on to the next question, I would like to pass the floor to Adawiyah. Are you here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Hi everyone. So since we have been in this pandemic, everyone's really affected by this. So in our cases, Malaysia, this pandemic has greatly affected the development and life of the people because many of companies need to shut down because they have been suffering economically. And that's the reason why our people lost their job. So I want to ask from Abed, the development and life of the people in your country?
Okay. Well, actually, before COVID-19, we have the country have been going through a revolution. Due to the corrupt politicians, there was revolutions, people on the streets, demonstrations all around, and this was a year ago. Back in November, they started. Then the country started going through financial issues. like businesses started falling down, the rate, everything started to go, like the prices of everything started to go high. People couldn't afford anything. What was everything doubled and tripled in prices. Then when COVID came and the airports closed, everything the prices grew exponentially, and COVID made everything just worse. In a country that had been already going through something really bad, it made things worse. Especially people lost their jobs, their businesses, everything closed, and then the Beirut explosion came. So it was a bad year, Alhamdulillah, of course, but it was not a very good year for Lebanon due to the uh, revolutions, the COVID, the explosion, the human nutrition issues. And yes, but we're trying to cope with it, and we're trying to be positive all the time, and Alhamdulillah for everything.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone has gone through the financial problem right now.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Avini?
So actually, as one of our homework from the university is to interview the people, like how are you doing in this pandemic, and like most of the people said that they are having stress because all the income were going down, but the outcome are still the same or even increasing because of all the he said that the income are going down and the outcome are going up, so he is having headaches and stuff. So I think for the low people it is very much not good. But I think the government are trying to memulihkan. I don't know what's memulihkan in English. Restore the economic. So the shops are opening again. Like Bali was closed, but I think the government is going broke without Bali, so it is reopened for now. And the restaurants are open now, and the government are giving us quota internet like free for college students. They give us like 50 gigabytes a month, and for high school students like 40 gigabytes. So the government is it's quite helpful, and also giving I don't know what's in English. What do you say if we pay to our school every 6 months?
Tuition fees.
Tuition. They give a discount, like a discount for tuition fee for some of the university and for the one that really need it. So yeah, I think it's good. But in my family, it's okay because like there are a lot of doctors, a lot of patients. So yeah, it's okay for us.
Yeah, so we can see that actually all the country has affected by this pandemic. The economic and social destruction caused by this pandemic is devastating. Tens of millions of people are risks of falling into extreme poverty. So we hope that this pandemic will over soon, because it's really affected all over the world and ourselves too. So that's all from me. I will pass to our moderator, Aisha.
Okay, hi. So I think the sharing session about the COVID-19 is almost at the end, which I'm gonna pass the floor to Shamira Shauka Ali, which
Okay, so Assalamualaikum and very good day to our panel of guests, Avini and Abed, and fellow groupmates. So thank you for still bearing me with this. And before we begin, I would like to introduce myself again. I'm Shamira. So before we begin with the answering session, I would like to tell you guys a bit about how I and my family cope with the situation. So Like for the first time in the March at the beginning, it was quite hard because this is a new norm for us, and especially for my family because my father is a taxi driver. So since we are having the lockdown since March, he can't actually go to work. So financially, we were quite affected. But somehow, with the help of government and family, so we managed to go through the situation. And also, like this quarantine is first time for us and all over the world, so we don't necessarily know how to react with the situation. Like all of us were like shocked and felt that it is quite difficult to cope with. But after some time, things became normal. Like until now, we still have the lockdown. So, I think compromise is the key for us to like cope with the situation. So what I'm trying to say is that it can be difficult to cope with, but being compromised, it can help us to go through the tough time. So back to my question, how you and family cope with the situation, and maybe if you have any experience or stories to tell during the experience, maybe you can share with us. So maybe we can start with Abed first. Yeah.
So as you said, this is the new normal for us. We have been dealing with this from March, and for me, life before Corona seems like years ago. It feels like we have been stuck in this situation for several years, and we
That's true.
managed to cope. And yeah, it is the new normal. We leave the house. We have to have a mask on. It's like one of our important piece of clothes, and we are coping with it, new normal. Inshallah, we don't have to deal with it for many years to come, like maybe just few months, and everything it'll be over. But we are dealing with it, and the people that we should be afraid about is our elders and the people
Yeah.
who have long-term illnesses. These are the people uh, we have to stay safe for them, and yeah, so inshallah everything will get back to normal probably in 2021. Inshallah, it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, inshallah, if we all stay out at home, if we maintain our social
Yes,
cleanliness, maintain social distance. Yeah. So how about you,
true.
Okay. So in my house, um, every time we go out, we have to use the back door to come in, and we take a shower at the bathroom at the back of our house and wash all of our things like wallet and phone and everything like disinfectant spray, something like that. And then after that, we are all clean. We came into our house, and that is very important because like my brother deal with a lot of COVID patients, and my brother's car, nobody uses it except of my brother because he goes to hospitals in that car. So yeah, we take a lot of precautions, and that, yeah, and we use mask, face shield, um and we wash our hands. That's
Yeah.
I think you guys should do that to like wash all of your things before you came into the house because that's important.
Yeah, especially in your household because, like you said, many doctors there, so many high risk of getting the COVID, right? So yeah, it is important for you to have that system in your house. So yeah, thank you to Abed and Lani. So yeah, I'll pass the floor to Aisha.
Change a bit language from each of the panelists, which Malaysian team, which come up with two words, and Avini from Indonesia, also Rahman from Lebanon, will try to translate the words into your own country language. Okay, maybe for Indonesia,
Yeah,
it's
yes.
a quite
Similar.
Similar.
Yeah,
easy,
similar.
similar, easy for us. Maybe for Lebanon, you never know how Malaysian and Indonesian talk, so maybe you can learn something from here. So I would like to have any suggestion from my Malaysian team. Any words you guys want to suggest for this game?
Uh, Stay at home maybe.
Okay, so
Stay at
stay at
home.
home in Lebanon language.
خليك بالبيت.
Khalil
Live well better.
Bilbay.
خليك بالبيت.
خليك
بالبيت.
بالبيت.
خليك
I think
بالبيت.
البيت means house.
yeah.
Okay. As for Indonesia, maybe duduk di rumah ya kamu? Gitu ya?
Can use the Javanese
Kami nggak
Javanese word.
duduk, tetap di rumah.
Kamu.
So the
We
Javanese
say
word.
we
Okay.
say
So how
we
about
say
you?
di rumah aja. We say di rumah
Di
aja.
rumah aja.
Boleh
Ya.
tambah
Rumah.
dong tak di belakang ayat tu? Duduk di rumah aja dong.
Duduk means sit. Duduk is sit down. So if you say duduk di rumah, so we sit down all day long.
Okay.
So Abid, do you want to pronounce it? To try to pronounce it? Duduk di
Okay,
rumah
can-
aja. Okay.
Duduk di rumah aja.
Oh my God, that sounds nice.
Abid, betul,
That's
betul.
right.
Duduk di
You can
rumah aja.
you can move to Indonesia after this.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the next, before I forgot, in Malaysia, if stay at home, we actually we use the same language as English, stay at home, but maybe if translate to Malay words, is some kind of similar to Indonesia, duduk di rumah sahaja. It's just like aja is changed to sahaja.
Sahaja.
Sahaja. Okay. Wow, nice. Okay, so the next language, so the next words, maybe we can have from Adawiyah. Do you have any words you want to suggest for this game?
I love you.
I love you. Oh my. Okay. Maybe if Indonesia and Lebanon want to say I love you, maybe you can talk it in general. I love you guys in Lebanon and Indonesia.
Okay, so I love you guys in Arabic is أحبكم
أحبكم.
أو بحبكم بحبكم.
Habkum.
Okay.
Write it in the chat box.
Yes.
Maybe for Indonesia.
Indonesia is aku sayang kamu. It's the same, right?
Aku sayang kamu
Aku
juga.
sayang kamu.
Yay! Or do you want me to talk in Japanese?
Ya, Javanese.
Can.
Javanese.
Japanese is aku tresno koe. Aku tresno
Aku
koe.
tresno kae. Aku tresno kae. Oh, okay. So
Ku trensa kowe.
it's a good try. Okay, maybe Sai, you want to translate it into Malaysia words, Indian words?
Nan, unai, dikirain.
Nan unai katalik
Nai
lain.
onay.
Nan unai katalik kirai.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe I can teach you guys one apa I love you in Punjabi. मैं तेनू प्यार करदी. I type.
Me
तेनू प्यार
Kona
करदी.
kardi. Oh.
teno
Kerti.
ya keti. Okay.
मैं तेनू प्यार करती.
Ini
Okay. Asama, do you want to translate in Malay words? Yeah.
Aku sayang kamu. Aku cinta padamu. Aku cinta padamu.
Or maybe Indonesia and Lebanon want to suggest any word to be translated in Malay or any other country's word.
Maybe cool means in Malaysian.
In Malay,
We call it
sekolah.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, we are not only exchange the culture between Lebanon and Indonesia, but also Malaysia among the other races here. Quite nice.
Very multiracial.
Okay. Yeah, very much. Avini, you would like to suggest anything?
I
No,
think
because it's the same.
maybe final word.
Huh?
Thank you. Maybe thank you, like our final word.
Maybe thank you in Indonesia.
In Indonesia is terima kasih. I think it's the same.
Yeah, the same.
In Lebanese, how?
Shukran.
Shukran. Actually,
Yes,
Afwan,
shukran.
Afwan.
Thank you means shukran.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite similar in Pakistani language. Pakistani is shukriya, shukran. So
Oh,
similar.
Okay, I think that's all for the exchange language. Maybe I can conclude the uh, overall session of what we discussed in today. So in terms of culture, we can actually see that Malaysia and Indonesia have a very much similarity when it comes to culture, especially like the thing that we eat in a daily life, like rendang, is very well known among Malaysia and also Indonesian. But when it comes to Lebanon, maybe due to the fact that they are quite the country is quite far away from Malaysia, Indonesia. So the thing that the food that they eat and also the culture is quite different. And when we discuss about the COVID-19 issue, I think we can just conclude that COVID-19 is not only facing in Malaysia, but it's worldwide issues right now. So the way that we can do to prevent it from uh, more getting more worse is by staying at home. Uh, Also, maybe we actually as a student, maybe a young generation should actually getting more awareness when it comes to implement the procedure or any other things that given by the government. So we really want to end the online classes as soon as possible because I think all of us are not really quite having a good experience when it comes to online classes. So yeah, I think I would like to just thank you so much for Avini from Indonesia and also Abid. There's no much thing I would like to say, but just thank you, terima kasih, shukran for everything you guys have allocating your day for these sharing sessions. So maybe we can have a very short camera snap. Okay, ready, guys?
Okay, okay. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Peace.
Please. Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, so before that, since Abid already shared his Instagram account, okay, maybe all of you can actually share. Whoever have Instagram, maybe you can put it here. So later we can keep in touch, and maybe for Abid and Avini, we are really welcome you to Malaysia. Maybe
Thank you.
maybe in future you can actually pursue your master in our university, Management and Science University, maybe. And maybe all of us here, the 10 of us here, can be your tour guide to actually introduce you about our culture in Malaysia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm actually considering it. It's a very, very great opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, actually, since we end of the session, Rahman is actually one of the volunteer in NGO. Like you send me in the WhatsApp, right? Maybe you want to share
Yes,
about
I
that.
send you.
Yeah, maybe you want to share about that.
Basically, it is this organization is works with volunteers who would like to either you have like volunteers outside of Lebanon who would like to volunteer in Lebanon, and works with Lebanese volunteers who would like to volunteer abroad. So this is it makes it easier to connecting with volunteers, the paperwork for traveling and the visa and everything. And the website is with Aisha, so if anyone likes to consider volunteering in Lebanon or something, you can just take the website from her and you can see a list of opportunities, several NGOs. And yeah, that's basically the job of this NGO. It is to make it easier for volunteers.
Yeah. So anyone interested can text me private.